Welcome to WALL News.
I'm Finn.
And I'm Macy.
And this is
Wall News.
Our news is solid. Today we'll hear from Gianna about the dangers of social media.
Finn on organic electronics.
The history of Mario Kart from Nick.
Cameron will compare two famous football players.
Olivia will tell us about the 4-H club, followed by Macy with travel. First up, we have Gianna with the dangers of social media.
Today, everyone is on social media. Many believe kids should not be on social media. I'm not alone about this. Parents and even celebrities are concerned, and they deserve to be. In recent studies, there have been 158 million users on Snapchat, 800 million on Instagram, 947 million on Twitter, and a whopping 1 billion on Facebook. There are 7.442 billion people in the world, and 2.931 billion people are on social media each day. Dr. Anna Shire, mother of 4, agrees, and here's why. Parents don't understand that social media is an extension on their social life, but that doesn't mean there are not predators out there pretending to be kids their age. Dr. Anna Shire has been studying this for 13 years now. She even has 2 master's degrees in this certain type of study. Social media is not just bad for children, but for teens too. It's a place where people can make fake accounts and pretend to be someone else. This can lead to cyberbullying and gossiping. According to dailymail.com, this has led to over 58,000 suicides. There has also been commotion about the Tide Pod Challenge that started on Instagram. The latest study was January 18, 2017, by the U.S. government. They claim it's a way for hackers to get all of your photos, cameras, and videos, and even your microphone. It's an easy target because their lives are on it, posting pictures to their fans, tweets, and blogs. Another concern is pedophiles. They make fake accounts under fake name and pictures. They post things that they think that person would post and gain followers. Like Instagram, Snapchat, and other apps that have Messenger, the person with the fake account can add them and message them. Most of the time, they ask to meet them in a place where not too many people go. This can lead to kidnapping and/or murder. Parents at home, make sure you watch what your kids are doing on their phones. Sometimes your kids could be lying to you about what they're doing on social media.
I didn't know social media was so dangerous. Next, we have Finn speaking about organic electronics.
Did you know that plastic can be conductive to electricity? Well, organic electronics are being developed all over the world, and this will majorly change technology. Someday, electronics won't be a metal tablet in your hand, or even a smartwatch on your wrist. No, tomorrow, the latest, greatest will be printed on a flexible plastic. This enables flexible electronics, such as phones, tablets, and even wristbands. Flexible phones are cool and all, but there's more to organic electronics, like solar cells, which are cheaper, lighter, but not quite more efficient than solar panels. But we're working on that. Carbon-based solar cells will definitely change the world, for the better. Trees give us resources, but only if you destroy them. While these gadgets give resources through vibration, sunlight, and even temperature drops, with no destruction involved. As you may have noticed, plastics don't start out conductive, so how do they make them that way? Well, you can use doping techniques to help. These can be activated by light, electricity, and radiation, but that still won't do the job completely, so they have to mix and match to make a plastic conductive. Because of new advancements in mass production, flexible lights and displays, such as TVs and phones, are now being sold. Okay, flexible electronics are cool, but you can print electronics, like in a printer. They take that conductive plastic and turn it into ink, and a flexible sheet of plastic to print it on. Well, I hope you have a great day and learned a lot about organic electronics. Back to you, Macy.
So you're saying my iPod could be from the farmer's market?
Not quite.
Now we have Nick covering the history of Mario Kart.
For nearly 25 years, Nintendo's Mario Kart has been considered one of the best local multiplayer experiences gaming can offer. I play it myself. It's one of my favorite games, and titles regularly sell in tens of millions total. There are 11 Mario Kart games that have been made, and so far they are coming out with Mario Kart 9. In Mario Kart 9, there'll be more characters. As you know, there's a Mario Kart 8 and 8D, as in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. In the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, not a lot of people know every place and character is unlocked, but not every kart and customization is. Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo was the very first Mario Kart game that was made in 1992. The second Mario Kart was Mario Kart 64, the third Mario Kart was Super Circuit, and the fourth was Double Dash. Double Dash had 2 characters in each kart, that's why it's called Double Dash. And the fifth Mario Kart is Mario Kart DS, which is on the DS. DS is a dual-screen handheld game console developed and made by Nintendo. Then there are the arcade versions of Mario Kart. Mario Kart Arcade GP, which had, in this version, there were 5 laps per race and 6 racers. The first Mario Kart Arcade GP was so successful that Namco decided to release a sequel, Mario Kart Arcade GP 2. Then there is Mario Kart Arcade GP DX, which has pretty good graphics. Then we have the 6th Mario Kart, which is Mario Kart Wii, which came out on the Wii. The Wii is a video game console made by Nintendo. Mario Kart Wii also had some new characters, like Dry Bones and some Mii characters. Then there's Mario Kart 7, which came out not that long ago on the DS. Then a still super popular Mario Kart is Mario Kart 8 with some of the best graphics. Then there is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which came out on the Nintendo Switch, which is like a Wii U but better. I'll be waiting patiently for the Mario Kart 9. How about you? Okay, back to you, Finn.
I love Mario Kart and it has a very interesting history. Now we have Cam with Antonio Brown and Julio Jones.
Hello, my name is Cam. Today I'll talk about Antonio Brown and Julio Jones. Who do you think is better? First, let's talk about Jones. He is a wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons and wears the number 11 jersey. He's 6'3", weighs 220 pounds, and was born on February 8, 1989, making him 29 years old. He went to Alabama University and has played 8 seasons in the NFL and was drafted as the number 6 pick to the Atlanta Falcons in the 2011 draft. Now, let's talk stats. In his entire career, Jones has played 95 games and started 94 of them. In 2015, he had a career-high 136 receptions and 1,871 yards. In his first season, 2011, he had a career-high 17.8 yards per catch, and in 2012, had a career-best 10 touchdowns. Finally, in 2011, on trick plays, he had a career-best 6 attempts that went for 56 yards. Now, let's talk about Brown. According to HeroSports.com, he is 5'10" and weighs 186 pounds. He was born July 10, 1988, and is 29 years old. He attended Central Michigan University and has played 8 seasons in the NFL. In 2010, he was drafted 195th overall in the 6th round by the Pittsburgh Steelers and wears the number 84 jersey. Now let's talk stats with Brown. In 2015, he had a record-high 136 catches and 1,834 yards. He has played 102 total games. Also, in 2015, he had a career-high 195 targets. In 2011, he had a high 16.1 yards per catch, and his longest catch ever was 79 yards long. And in 2014, he had a best 13 touchdowns. So when you look at their stats, you're probably still wondering, who is better? Well, they both have different strong suits. For example, Brown is much smaller than Jones, so instead of making incredible catches over a cornerback's head, he uses his speed and agility to juke out other players and get long plays. Jones, though, is taller, so he can make nice sideline catches where you have little room and have to have control of the ball and get both feet in bounds. So each player is really good, but the question is, who do you think is better?
They're both cool, but my utter superiority defies all.
Olivia will now be talking about the 4-H Club.
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world. This is the motto of the 4-H Club. A.B. Graham started a youth program in Ohio in 1902. This is the birthplace of 4-H in the U.S. Several people were worried that farmers weren't accepting new ideas,
such as cleaner milk processes or better canning processes. Young people who learned about new and better techniques brought their new knowledge back to their homes. The first clubs were called the Tomato Club, the Corn Growing Club, the Pig Club, or the Canning Club. T.A. Erickson started a local farming after-school clubs and country fairs to show off the young people's animals, homegrown vegetables, and baked goods. By 1912, the club adopted the name 4-H Club. Kids can select from many subjects to complete hands-on projects. 4-H programs are available for children ages 5 through 18. If you are interested in joining a 4-H program, you can contact them on www.4h.org. Back to you, Macy.
That sounds like a hard-working group of young adults.
Last but not least, we have Macy with travel.
Today I'm going to be talking about Sydney, Australia. Sydney, Australia has many, many cool attractions. My personal favorite is the Sydney Opera House. The Opera House holds different music events and concerts. More than 1.2 million people attended a show here this past year. The Opera House was built on May 2nd, 1959. Another cool place to go in Sydney is the aquarium. The aquarium has different themed rooms. The rooms are themed Jurassic Sea, Discovery Rock Pool, Shark Wall, and the world's largest display of the Great Barrier Reef. Altogether, there are 13,000 different species of fish and sea creatures. The Sydney Aquarium opened in 1988. The Taronga Zoo in Sydney is another popular place to go. Taronga Zoo is located on the shore of Sydney Harbour. A new and better zoo will be opened in 2019 in or near Sydney, Australia. Sydney, Australia was named the top tourist destination. Over 32.5 million people visit Sydney a year. A big reason Sydney is a popular place to travel is the waves. Surfers enjoy the hot sun and high waves. Visitors enjoy food like seafood and Australian food. I hope you learned something new about places to travel. Back to you, Finn.
Sydney seems cool, but I prefer the Pink Lakes region.
That's all we have today.
Thanks for joining us.
This is Wall News signing off.
This is WJKP News.
Hi, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jalen.
And we're from WJKP News.
And today you will be listening to
Dane with Facts About Oak Island,
Joanna with Universal Studios,
Kaylee with Lake Massabesic,
Parker with the Nutfield Trail,
Jalen with Fidget Toys,
and Sophia with Simone Biles.
First we have Dane with an interesting story about Oak Island.
My name is Dane, and I'll be talking to you about Oak Island. Have you ever wanted to find buried treasure? Well, Oak Island is the island you should be looking on. As some of you know, Oak Island is an island in the North Atlantic near Nova Scotia where people have been searching for over 200 years for fantastic riches. And so far, they've found bits of gold chain, a stone slab with strands that was carved into it. Today, 6 men have died trying to find the treasure, and as the legend says, they need 7 people to die before the treasure is revealed. Long before the show started, many people were interested in Oak Island. The most well-known people that were interested in Oak Island were John Wayne and Franklin D. Roosevelt. John Wayne was an American actor that was in over 80 movies. Wayne was an owner of excavation groups who searched for treasure on the island during the early 1900s. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, was addicted to exploring the island. The main reason Oak Island started was because Daniel McGinnis discovered the island in 1795 when he saw lights coming from the island. He went back to the island and he looked around, but he couldn't find the people. Turned out it was a booby trap to protect the treasure, its earliest treasure. So he went back to his boat. If you want to go find out more, watch Curse of Oak Island on History Channel. It's on every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Dane. I never knew Oak Island was that interesting.
Yeah, and I hope they find the treasure soon.
Now let's ride over to Joanna's story about Universal Studios.
Universal Hollywood will be your favorite place after you hear more about it. Universal Studios is an amusement park that has rides, diners, special effects shows, and water parks. These are only a few of the things that this amusement park has to entertain you. Universal Studios has a lot to amuse you with, such as different sections, for example, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Waterworld, Springfield, Jurassic Park, and Super Silly Funland. The park is open day to night. At night, you can see the fireworks. There is fun for all ages and all people around the world. The rides are suitable for all ages, and even people from other countries come here for all the fun. In 2001, Universal got 7.1 million people in one single day. They had to close the gates. The location of Universal Studios is 100 Universal City Plaza, Universal City, California. The other locations are in Orlando, Florida, and Japan. One ride I would recommend is the new Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, located in the Hogwarts Castle in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It is an amazing ride, and I want you to visit it. This is a definite recommendation from me to you to go to for this year's summer vacation for you with your family. Maybe you should go to Universal Studios on your next vacation. That's all the time I have. Bye.
Wow, now I really want to go there someday.
Yeah, me too. I never knew it could be so fun.
Next stop, Kaylee's story about Lake Mazze.
Thanks, Jalen. Lake Mazze is one of the most beautiful things in southern New Hampshire. The water quality of Lake Mazze is outstanding. According to Manchester Waterworks, the water should be something people care about because it is drinking water for 159,000 people. The Manchester Waterworks is who takes care of Lake Mazze say each of us should be responsible for protecting water of this beautiful lake. The name Lake Mazze came from the Indians. Lake Mazze means the place of much water. A popular legend has it that Chief Conway died on Lake Mazze. One of the settlers reported that an elderly chief was canoeing on it, and then a massive thunderstorm came. He and the canoe got struck by lightning and immediately disintegrated. Lake Mazze has a surface area of about 2,500 acres. It also can hold almost 15 billion gallons of water. The water comes from rainfall and melting snow. The watershed or land area which drains into Lake Mazze is about 42 square miles in area, and also includes another 12.5 square miles which drains into Tower Hill Pond. Deer, raccoon, fox, loon, hawks, and many other animals call Lake Mazze home. I hope you learned a thing or two about Lake Mazze, and I hope you go there. Thanks for listening. Back to you guys.
I didn't know that it was named by Native Americans.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Now let's sail from Lake Mazze to Parker with the Nutfield Trail.
Hi, my name is Parker Killian. Today I'll be talking about the Nutfield Trail. You're probably wondering what the Nutfield Trail is. Well, I know you don't know unless you're a mom or dad who has a daughter or son that goes to North Elementary. Now let's stop the chit-chat and talk about the Nutfield Trail. The Nutfield Trail was created about 20 years ago and is run by Elizabeth Harlander. Mrs. Harlander is a 5th grade teacher that works at North Elementary. She got the money from the school to build the Nutfield Trail. She decided to teach children through a project that evolved from year to year. The Nutfield Trail is no ordinary trail. This trail has an outdoor classroom where students can go to work on projects such as book reports, poems, and other outdoor learning activities. There are also many big rocks from the Ice Age. The trail has a porcupine lair where a porcupine lives its life. Students go on the Nutfield Trail with Mrs. Harlander as an after-school activity. I've been a part of this club since the 4th grade, where we look for animal behavior. Also, we have to maintain the trail by moving sticks, rocks, and sometimes trees. Also, the NEA commissioned the length of the trail was about a half a mile. Mrs. Harlander's 4th grade class, Boy Scouts, and their fathers helped build the trail. It took 7 years to build, and on and off they did not go on the trail for 10 years until she started the program for it. She teaches animal behavior, animal tracks, animal scat, and that is all about the Nutfield Trail. Back to you, Sophia.
Thanks, Parker. I wish I joined. This sounds so fun.
Yeah, I wish I joined too.
Now let's spin to Jalen's fidget story.
Fidgets like fidget spinners, putty, stress balls, and squishies are loved by students all over America, but not so much educators.
Do these fidgets help reduce stress, or are they toys soon to be forgotten? Educators say that the fidgets are just toys that people think reduce anxiety and stress, but others think the fidgets actually do what they advertise, which is reducing stress and anxiety. Kay Ellison, principal of Washington Elementary School in Evanston, Washington, says that frankly, we found the fidgets having the opposite effect of what they advertise. As you can tell, there are two sides on these fidget toys. Schools all over America have banned these fidgets for them being used as toys. According to the Chicago Tribune, 32% of the top 200 high schools have banned these fidgets all across America. So many people can buy fidget spinners because, well, some fidget spinners cost $20 to $25, some cheaper versions cost $5 to $7. What do you think? Should schools have banned these fidgets, or should they rethink their decision? Scott McCoskey, who is the creator of the fidget spinner, obviously did not mean for it to become a toy or a distraction. So what made it a distraction? Was Scott McCoskey's fault, or was it the owner's fault? I know everyone has their own opinion on the fidgets, but make sure you get all the facts before you make a final decision. This was a news story on fidgets. Thank you, and back to you guys.
Jalen, I think fidgets should be allowed at our school.
I think that too. And now let's flip over to Sophia with Simone Biles.
Hi, I'm Sophia, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the rise of Simone Biles. Born on March 14, 1997, in Columbus, Ohio, Simone Biles started gymnastics when she was just 6 years of age. She was a skilled gymnast right from the start. She could do flips when she first started her practices. Simone and her sister Andrea were raised by their grandfather Ron and grandmother Nellie after their mom had to give them up for adoption because of her personal struggles. Although Nellie wasn't her parental grandmother, Simone called her mom because she had been a constant support to Simone during her entire career. Simone discovered her talents at an early age. According to the USA Gymnastics website, she visited a gymnastics daycare field trip, and that's when it all started. Now Simone is taking over the gymnastics world and inspiring young gymnasts like me to be brave and strong, just like she is. Simone has won so many awards like Best Female Athlete, Teen Choice Award, and Shorty Award. She has also won gold medals on events like floor and vault, and she has won silver medals on beam, and on bar she has won bronze medals. Simone Biles is a skilled gymnast. Girls now look up to her as a hero and inspiring. She has been a great gymnast her whole life, even though she had to go through rough times. I'm Sophia, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
That's crazy. I never thought a gymnast like Simone Biles does so good, even because the rough time she had.
Yeah, and she was adopted and still works her hardest.
That's all the time we have. And again,
I'm Sophia.
and I'm Jalen.
And we're WJKP News signing off.
This is Woof News, and we've got news that'll make you want to wag your tail.
Hi, I'm Kaylin.
And I'm Connor. And
Together we're Woof News, and we got news that'll make you want to wag your tail. Today we'll be listening to Caleb talking about Amazon Echo Show,
Michaela talking about Isaiah Thomas,
Brianna talking about weather,
Connor Anderson talking about Niagara Falls,
Connor Ward talking about Seussical the Musical,
and Kaylin talking about Hurricane Maria.
First up, we have Caleb Hayden telling us about the Amazon Echo Show.
Hi, this is Caleb Hayden, and I'm here to tell you about the Amazon Echo Show. The Amazon Echo is a line of Bluetooth speakers that are voice assistants. The speaker is sometimes called Alexa because that is the name of the voice assistant. When Alexa does something, it is a skill. The Echo Show came out on May 9th, 2017, released in the U.S. on June 20th, 2017. The Echo Show has a 7-inch touchscreen, a camera, and 2-inch speakers. The Echo Show has many features. The Echo Show's features that are different from other Amazon Echo products are Drop It, which is a feature that allows one Echo to call another Echo without you answering. The ability to play movies and TV shows, can show your shopping list and reminders on the screen. The Echo Show has to have an internet connection to be able to work. Without the internet on Amazon Echo Show, there would be no way you could use it for popular skills like seeing the weekly forecast, calling other Amazon users, or listening to music. Other things Amazon Echo Show can do are video call, order food, order stuff on Amazon, and view your calendar. Alexa can help you with the security of your house by showing you any specific camera you have installed or control your lights. One problem with the Echo Show is that it does not handle backlight very well, so if you have bright LED lights, make sure you turn them off. The Echo Show does have some features that have not come out yet. Watching Netflix on the screen, being able to show you how far the delivery man is away, or a map to help you navigate a restaurant are all skills Alexa cannot do yet. The Echo Show has its pros and cons, but do people like the Echo Show? The Echo Show has been around for almost a year. People keep buying it left and right, but sometimes people don't accept the fact of the Echo Show's qualities. Some people think that the Echo Show is no different than other Amazon Echoes. The Echo Show has a decent amount of likes. The Echo Show has recorded about 4.5 stars ever since on Amazon ever since it came out. In conclusion, the Amazon Echo is a good piece to have in your home. Back to you, Kayla and Connor. Wolf.
Wow, Caleb, that was very interesting. Thanks.
Now on to Michaela Perez with the life and teams of Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas was born on February 7, 1989. He was born in Tacoma, Washington. Thomas is a point guard who has been playing in the NBA for 8 years. Isaiah Thomas is named after former Detroit Pistons player Isaiah Thomas. He began his journey to the NBA by playing for the University of Washington State. Thomas lost his sister on April 15, 2017. Her name was China Thomas. She was in a car crash when she died. Thomas has played for 5 NBA teams. He has played for the Sacramento Kings, Phoenix Suns, Boston Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Los Angeles Lakers. In 2011, the Sacramento Kings drafted Isaiah Thomas to play for them. The Kings kept him for 3 years. In 2015, Isaiah Thomas was traded to the Boston Celtics right after Marcus Thornton was traded to the Phoenix Suns. In 2016, Isaiah's coach Brad Stevens and his teammates on the Celtics only had him for 1 year. Isaiah was the point guard as well as his friend Avery Bradley. Isaiah Thomas was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers with the Celtics teammate Jay Crowder. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been very successful over the time with Isaiah Thomas until he got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Since Isaiah Thomas had a hip injury, he could only play every other game. On February 8, 2018, Isaiah Thomas got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Cavaliers wanted Channing Frye, Jordan Clarkson, and Larry Nance Jr. Isaiah Thomas is currently on the Los Angeles Lakers. Thomas has said 2 quotes that I really like as a basketball player myself. First, we don't just play with each other, we play for each other. And second, instead of me telling them what they need to work on, I want to hear from them what they need to work on. He has been a player that inspires me to play harder in basketball. Thank you, and back to you, Kaylin and Connor.
Wow, Michaela, I wonder what he's doing now.
Me too, Connor.
Now Brianna telling us about weather.
Hello, my name is Brianna. Have you ever been caught in a blizzard? They can put us in great danger. A blizzard is a severe snowstorm with high winds and low visibility. Blizzards must have 3 things to be called a blizzard: cold air at the surface, strong winds, and lots of blowing snow. The winds must be more than 35 miles per hour and visibility less than 1/4 of a mile for more than 3 hours. Blizzards start with lots of moisture in the air and warm air rises over cold air. Blizzards occur in many places throughout North America, Canada, and any other place where snow falls. One of the most famous blizzards was the Halloween blizzard of 1991, which dropped between 28 to 36 inches of snow in Minnesota and caused $100 million in damages. Another great blizzard was in New England, New Jersey, and New York in 1978. It was a very big blizzard. The snow was up to the cars. It was very scary for the people who were in that blizzard. I would be scared if I was in that blizzard. The way you should be prepared for a blizzard is with extra water, flashlights, batteries, non-perishable food, and a first aid kit. I hope you're prepared for the next blizzard we'd have. This is Wolf News.
Wow, will we have a blizzard with cats and dogs soon?
Moving on to this guy, Connor Anderson, talking about Niagara Falls.
Hi, my name is Connor Anderson, and today I will be telling you about Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is one of the most popular tourist destinations in North America. It is a colossal waterfall that consists of 3 falls: American Falls, Horseshoe Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls. Niagara Falls is a popular honeymoon destination. It is located on 301 Prospect Street. However, it is in both New York and Ontario, Canada. It was created 12,000 years ago by the Ice Age. U.S. and Canada own Niagara Falls. About 30 million people visit Niagara Falls in 1 year. The total height of Niagara Falls is 167 feet, or 51 meters. The total number of drops is 3 drops. A drop is a vertical drop of water. Because Niagara Falls moves so fast, it is as valuable as hydroelectric power. Niagara Falls has the capacity to produce up to 2.4 million kilowatts of electricity. In 1678, Louis Hennepin, a priest, discovered Niagara Falls. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kaylin.
I wonder if it will fall someday, don't you, Connor?
Seriously?
Now Connor Ward, the one and only, telling us about Seussical the musical.
Hello, I'm Connor Ward, and today I'll be talking to you about Seussical. North Londonderry Elementary School put on a play at the Palace Theatre on March 20th, 2018. Seussical the musical. In this musical, I played a fish. It's not a speaking part, but I got my own song that I had to share with 17 people and 4 main characters. The type of fish I was a stingray. Seussical is all the Dr. Seuss books in one big caboodle of music. For instance, we have Horton Hears a Who, including The Who's Mr. and Mrs. Mayor, Jojo, the Sour Kangaroo, the Young Kangaroo, Vlad Vladikov, and the Wickersham Brothers, the Lorax, including Fish and the Truffalo Trees, the Grinch, including Max the Dog, and Yertle the Turtle. These main parts are played by actors Jojo, Rebecca Solomons, Horton, Ava Amara, Sour Kangaroo, Finn Mills, Young Kangaroo, Matthew Folia, Mr. Mayor, Ryan Palmer, Mrs. Mayor, Ava Narr, and Vlad Vladikov, Michael Ponto. Seussical does not have all the Dr. Seuss stories, such as Fox and Socks, Hop on Pop, and Oh the Places You'll Go, all by Dr. Seuss. But it still is the wacky fun world of Dr. Seuss, and in Seuss, small has always been a big world. And us small kids get to be in a musical all about Seuss, as well as the actors that did it on Broadway. So in this Seussical, the costumes are not just bought, no. They're made by our amazing costume designer, Mrs. Stuck, and we have help from the Palace from Hunter. The theater has sold out, not bad for a play with over 90 4th and 5th graders. The audience really enjoyed the show on March 20th at 7 p.m. at the Palace Theatre in Manchester, NH.
Hey Connor, what's your favorite play?
This one play I was in.
Are you kidding me?
Now moving on to Kaylin with Hurricane Maria.
Thanks, Connor. Now let's talk about Hurricane Maria. On August 17, 2017, Hurricane Maria destroyed the island of Puerto Rico. It was a traumatic turn in the lives of people of this island. 1,052 people died because when Maria hit, it came in as a Category 4 hurricane. A Category 4 hurricane is so disastrous because the wind speed is 130 through 156 miles per hour, and it can do a lot of damage to houses, power lines, cars, roads, and trees. More than 200,000 Puerto Ricans who are U.S. citizens have left home and arrived in the U.S. since the storm. Maria was one of the biggest hurricanes in Puerto Rico in the last 80 years. This powerful hurricane knocked out all the power and most of the cell phone lines in Puerto Rico. People were torn apart from this incident. The island is recovering slowly, but not quite there yet. People on this island struggled to get gasoline because when the hurricane hit, it knocked down the gas stations, which left the gas spilling out of the gas tanks. They struggled to get fresh, clean water too. The governor of the island, Rodrigo Rosell, is saying it's going to cost $95 billion to fix Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, right now, there are still trees knocked down everywhere. Houses are damaged and roads too. I'm Kaylin, and I'll see you next time. Back to you, Connor. Woof!
I wonder what hurricane will strike next. Now leaving the rest to Kaylin.
Oh, come on, Connor. Well, if you're going to give me the silent treatment, then I'll guess I'll just end it myself. This is Woof News signing off.
Bye.
Bye.